Hi, I'm William Byrne. 31 years ago, I wrote, illustrated, and self-published a 24-page black and white comic book called Max Burger P.I. Max Burger P.I. is about a mutant hamburger private investigator, born from a microwave explosion 17 years ago, who solves crimes and battles his brother the Mad Burger, part cyborg, part hamburger, and who lives in the sewers and plots to take over the world and reshape it to his dark vision. Now I'm planning to re-release Max Burger P.I. number 1 in a longer 48-page story with all new art. I hope you will back my Indiegogo campaign. Thank you. Hey, good afternoon. And we are live once again. So we've got some news that I've noticed here about Ninja Turtles. Let me get into this. Just going to so Ninja Turtles are going to be abounding in the comics. Been saying that new Teenage Ninja Turtles series announced starring female turtle Jennika. IDW publishing a brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series starring Jennika. Jennika was first introduced to IDW's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series as a human female in the pages of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 51. Through her identity is not revealed till issue 52. She was a Foot Clan loyalist and rejected Splinter's leadership of the organization following Shredder's death. In fact, she's attempted to defeat Splinter in one-on-one combat, but would end up losing. After being defeated by Splinter, she would eventually become one of his Chun and an ally to the Turtles, even becoming a love interest for Casey Jones. She would eventually be transformed into a yellow-clad turtle after she was fatally wounded by Karai. The Turtles attempt to heal her with the same ooze that created them. That attempt would fail due to the intervention of Metalhead, who ambushes the Turtles and destroys their ooze supply. Their next plan is very much like the origin of the She-Hulk. Leonardo gives a blood transfusion to Jennika, and the transfusion works but transforms Jennika into a turtle. Jennika would then receive her first spin-off miniseries, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Jennika, in November 2019, from writer and artist Bram Revel. The series saw Jennika attempting to accommodate to her new life as a mutant. Revel returns for his second 6-issue miniseries, where Jennika will end up in a dangerous underworld of Mutant Town. She will discover that mutants are turning into monsters, and fear is widespread. In a press release, IDW explains the new story thrusts her into a dangerous underworld of Mutant Town, where mutants are turning into monsters and fear spreads rampant. There's a conspiracy afoot, and only Jennika can investigate the deep divides of her new home to root out an evil conspiracy. Reveal teases that what to expect for this new miniseries, saying, "A lot has happened in the real world since the previous miniseries. We all know what it's like to have our movement restricted and how desperate things can get when food gets short and when jobs disappear. The average person now has a much better idea of what life is like for Jennika and the rest of the mutants in Mutant Town." He adds, who knows, maybe reading what our cast will go through in Jennika 2 will help you prepare for 2021. Group editor Bobby Cornell adds his own thoughts. The world has been transformed in our TMNT comics and is full of characters and dangers. He continues, given her background, Jennika is a character who is able to understand both the mutant and human worlds. So her perspective will be central to a story that explores the growing fiction between communities, and more creators will introduce even more perspective in the second story arc. The new miniseries titled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Jennika will feature 3 different covers. The first cover will be by Revell, the second by TMNT creator Kevin Eastman, and the third will be a retail incentive edition by Natcha Bustrios. The first series will ship 21,370 copies, according to Comic-Con. By the second issue, shipments were down to 12,326. Comic-Con has not reported numbers past the second issue, which debuted in March of 2020. The first issue of the miniseries is expected to come out sometime in November. So what do you think of that? Anybody fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Yeah, I haven't read that series yet, so I really don't know what the what that one's about. I followed the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the past, the 80 series, and I followed it as much as I could. I picked up a couple of issues from from IDW, but that's basically it that I've read. Now, I'm back in full screen here. So, there doesn't look like there's too much happening in comic books lately, so I'm just checking on some stuff here. More into bound into the comics. There is a new Lord of the Rings rumor provides details on Pirates of the Caribbean actor Kea Soroso possible role. A new rumor details that Amazon's Lord of the Rings television show is continuing to expand its cast with Pirates of the Caribbean, and Maze Runner actor Kea Sarolo. Sarolo played Carian Smith in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tells No Tales. That's a movie I haven't seen yet. Teresa in Maze Runner, the Scotch Trials, and most recently Kat Baker in the TV series Spinning Out. She previously played the Preset in Clash of Titans. Not only does this new rumor detail that Scararo is joining the show, but details who she could be playing. The rumor comes from the One Ring who shared the Twitter rumors. Carlos Sardo joining Amazon's LOTR show, known for the films like Maze Runner, Skins, and Pirates of the Caribbean. DMTMNT. They added with 2 million followers, quite possibly the most well-known actor on the show this far. In sequential tweets, they would speculate that she would be playing Erwin's mother, Salbrian. They write she's definitely has a Liv Tyler aesthetic, and Elrod and Galadriel, sorry, I'm not into the Lord of the Rings names, are in the shows, and it's quite possible we're looking for Aaron's mother, Siren, played by Karen Salardo. They would go on to provide further evidence on the rumor claiming that the Lord of the Rings director J.A. Bayan is a pin for casting for multiple language actors like Scalardo. They wrote Kyla Scott is a Brazilian and found a success in the UK acting scene. This fits right in with the director J.B. Bayan, casting some of the most interesting bilingual Spanish-speaking actors currently on the way up. They would edit this tweet in a follow-up on writing edit means, say, Brazilian-like. Kaya speaks Portuguese, while Jaya Baya hails from Spain. They are both unique dialects, but part of the family of Romance language. They would also indicate that Sorordo indicated she had taken a flight from UK, more than likely to New Zealand, on an Instagram. The One Ring explained she posted on Instagram from a 27-hour flight to UK to most likely to NZ, where LOTR is currently one of the major films in the world to be filming right now. And the New Zealand government has given the production a fast pass through the borders restrictions. That Instagram post has been since deleted. The One Ring goes on to note that Solardo is moving her family to New Zealand for at least a year. Solardo did post on Instagram back in July that she would not be in England for at least a year. She wrote, "The great British summer, gonna miss you, England. You grey, cold, windy, great Kate flying conditions, though. A sarcastic, miserable island. See you next year, blithely." Just 7 days ago, she would confirm that she was leaving the UK, writing, "England decided to be ridiculous, beautiful 5 days before we move. I'm going to miss sunsets, pubs, sarcastically ripping into friends and singing along to Come on Eileen with strangers." The One Ring reported Solarto had posted on Lord of the Rings posters to her Instagram feed, as well as those coincidentally deleted. They wrote, now in a deleted post, Kaya had a LOTR poster. That post was shared to an Instagram fan account claiming, "We all know that Kaya is leaving the UK right now for a year. She says she's in her latest Instagram story. That's the flight is 27 hours long." They then added, as a leaving present, her friends gave her a poster with all these faces on the Lord of the Ring characters. Amazing Prime is currently doing a TV series adaptation of Lord of the Rings, and they are filming in New Zealand. It takes 27 hours to go from London to New Zealand. She's also staying away for a year. So Scalardo daily assumes that she might do first the Lord of the Rings series and then Resident Evil reboot, they added. Finally, the post concluded, "Also, I know that nothing has been confirmed yet, or maybe this all won't be happening. It's just a theory." Nevertheless, the One Ring is running with the rumor and theory. In a follow-up tweet, they wrote, "This is Awen's mother, Salarian actress Kaylin Sorrello, en route to Lord of the Rings set in New Zealand. Friends include Thrones, Massey Williams, and our own Edith actress Lily Collins." Salarian was an even elfin noble woman and daughter of Selborn and Galadriel. She was the wife of Eldrond and the mother of Eldor, Dan, and Arwen. She is mentioned in Apex B of the Return of the King. In TA 109, she married Elrod. In TA 130, and she gives birth to her twin sons, Elror and Eldon Dan. In 241, she gives birth to Aaron. In 2509, as she was journaling to Lorien, she was waylaid in the Redhorn Pass and receives a poison wound. In the Fellowship of the Rings, it is revealed that she's not only receives a poison wound, but was tormented by the dens of the Arks. By 2510, she would sail west and depart overseas. What do you make of this rumor regarding Kayla Sicardo? Do you think she'll be joining the cast of Lord of the Rings? Will she play Celebrian? Anybody a fan of the Lord of the Rings? So let's see here. Yeah, I'm getting the Indiegogo going soon. So I've been using Chrome for StreamYard. It seems to give me a bigger picture here than Firefox. Usually you can't see my drafting table in this, so let's see what else. Looks like a rumor of Black Adam is coming to DC. Rumor Black Adam's casting announcement is coming to DC fandom. The lineup for DC fandom is official with Black Adam panel set for 6 p.m. Eastern in the Hall of Heroes. Surprises are almost assured, but what are they? Charles Murphy at Murphy's Multiverse speculates a big casting announcement is in store to add to the cast headlined by lead Dwayne Johnson and Noah Sorrento. Sorrento, the would-be He-Man, recently signed up to play Justice Society recruit Adam Smasher. That's one hero down. Murphy narrows it in another and prospective main villain, Hawkman. Murphy thinks that the production has found its Hawkman, a major character in the script and in Justice Society, and may reveal him in the panel. Armie Hammer, someone who's had multiple opportunities to join the DC multiverse, is a strong rumor, but it hasn't gone beyond the internet forums yet. The claim is they want a physical, imposing guy to match The Rock's stature, which we keep hearing. Murphy narrows it to Charlie's Humnan and Sons of Anarchy. The Alexandria Skarsgård Godzilla vs. Kong, they may not match Johnson's physique exactly, but could pull it off. Sagard is particular ought to make a convincing Carter Hall, having played Tarzan and worked in the opposite of colossal CG King Kong in a film we hopefully we see sooner than later. Murphy also brings Joel Kinnaman, who, let's face it, he's booked up as Rick Flag in Suicide Squad for the foreseeable future, unless the movie bombs or Flag is killed off and replaced by, say, an unknown soldier. I'd still be impossible, though, Kinnaman to step up to wield the mace of Hawkman. His second mission with the Squad is stated to release within the same year as Black Adam. Once a bad guy, Black Adam evolved into an anti-hero and world leader. He's likely not the villain of his piece, Hawkman either, but somebody could step up to rival Adam's longevity. Who? Murphy, considered Vandal Savage, but think the obscure yet classic Shazam villain Ibak is more likely. The comic book Ibak was a criminal Stanley Printwhistle who got his powers from Satan, similar to Billy Batson and 10th Adam. All he had to do was say Ibak. Murphy points out that the new 52 revamped Ibak into a warlord that conquered Koak and killed 10th Adam's family. The Ibak, the first, the script by Adam Skoreski may very well borrow from both originals and Ibak, a real threat, and not some secondary and languages. Murphy might be onto some, or just following our coverage. The same leak that called Armie Hammer a forerunner for Hawkman said Persian American actor Navid Negaban, Legion Homeland, was leading the pack for Ibak. The problem is a 4-chain plot leak. Alleged Black Adam awakens his first wife, Shirata, who was slain in ancient times. Ibak could be responsible, and only in the portion of the script set in the past reportedly encompasses the first act, but he didn't figure much into the story. Sarinta, on the other hand, was described by the leak as a vengeful against humanity and walking in the third act, making her the final boss, big bad. But there is a caveat with that too. Sarita isn't mentioned much in the overall scheme of things when stuff about Black Adam is announced. We don't know who's playing her, and she might be even in the final draft. Again, this is mostly speculation. The proper ICOA of salt, we won't be knowing anything for sure until DC Fandom, the live online event, takes place this coming Saturday, August the 22nd. So what do you think of the Black Adam's rumors, you know? So it looks like there's some new rumors providing updates on Amber Heard and Ezra Miller's status at Warner Brothers. Yeah, I'm going to read one more post here, people, and then I'm going to just bow out. It turns out, contrary to rumors and their behaviors, Ezra Miller and Amber Heard is staying aboard their popular franchises at Warner Brothers. This according to a new scoop from Mickey Sutton that YouTube Pop Culture Minefield passed along. Both are part of the Geekology Network. A new show host, Mr. Keith, explains, according to Sutton, both Miller and Heard are remaining with Warner Brothers for the foreseeable future. Of course, Keith is shocked to report that. Heard, for a start, has been embroiled in an defamation suit brought by former Flame and husband Johnny Depp. He has seen his reputation dragged through the mud and his career placed in jeopardy. Depp was fired from Pirates of the Caribbean, and his future as part of the Fantastic Beasts property was in doubt for a spell. Fortunately for his supporters, he will be back to play Griswold. Miller is part of the Fantastic Beasts, on top of the Flash. Warner Brothers, coming out of COVID, the beer bug, prefers to move along with business as usual without going to the troubles of replacing anyone. This puts Warner in an awkward position. The studio is holding it to Miller's one video of him choking and forcing a woman to the ground went viral and stirred up controversy. We should note that he wasn't charged or investigated. Grace Randolph added recently he brings unwanted baggage regardless. They are keeping Amber Heard around despite mountains of evidence and recordings. She's a cheater and abuser, worse than Depp is accused of being. She's being called a liar. For a fan outcry is intense. Petitions have been created vying for Emily Clark to replace Heard as Mura in Aquaman 2 and have Miller removed from Fantastic Beasts 3. They gained traction with thousands of signatures, but didn't seem to have moved the needle at Warner Brothers. A few pointed out that the Warner Brothers, the problems that Warner Brothers show here. The studio won't fire her, Amber or Heard or Ezra Miller, but they'll go and let go of Hartley Sawyer after some old insensitive tweets of his surface. Mickey Sutton noted there is a great sensitivity at the CW about the contents of Sawyer's deleted post. Neither the networks nor WB shows signs of changing their minds here. Pulp Culture Minefield co-host Gary Kessel reported that these decisions are being made solely at Warner and their parent company AT&T, and has yet to get involved. Pulp Culture Minefield also has big news about Sutton launching a Geekology online magazine. They say it's coming soon, and the show will keep viewers up to date. Ezra Miller and Amber Heard are stated to participate in DC fandom. Sound off below with your actions. So what do you think? You know, I think they should be both let go. You know, if Johnny Depp is kicked out, you know, for being accused of going after Heard, which was all lies, you know, and they found the truth that Heard has, you know, is the one that's doing all this, you know. I don't know. Anyway, people, I'm going to end it. I got to get going. I heard the phone ring. I need to see who it is called. And I'm going to try to get on tomorrow earlier. Okay? Everybody have a good day. Sorry if you joined in when I'm just about to go off. But you can always rewatch this again. So everybody take care. Have a good day. And we'll see you tomorrow.